Hey there, my name is Przemek and this is the review of Electronic Death Black Dog's album called Hinterland. What a peculiar name for the project. Maybe not as peculiar as Astral and Shed, for example, but still. Check this out. These are those two Electronic Death Black Dogs here. I wasn't familiar with this project, but it seems it already released some stuff here and there on CDRs and in digital form on such labels like Lake, Noctivagant or Kalpamantra. Electronic Death Black Dogs comes from Scotland and it's a one-man project by Roddy Graham. So we have Hinterland. It looks like this. Okay, as you can see, the cover and the graphic design conform to dark ambient standards and cliches, let's be honest, but we love these cliches, don't we? So as the titles, let's see: Into the Valleys, The Past Remains, Hollow Hills, Windswept Ruins, The Dust of Decay. Yeah, 6 tracks, over 50 minutes of music, and in one of the previous Newsflash videos I said it reminds me of this Welsh project Llyn Llyn, its music, at least to a certain point. And yes, I still hold on to that, what I said, but while the music by Llyn Llyn is rather aquatic and ethereal, if you know what I mean, Electronic Death Black Dogs is more solid ground ambient. And the similarities I see in a certain British character of that music. I mean, I'm not sure if I don't over-interpret and make some legend or fairy tale now, but apart from dark drones, shreds of melodies, distant rumblings, sometimes making me think of Svartsin visions or New Risen Throne, there is this kind of British aura hovering over the music. It is quite elusive and vague factor, which I can't really forge into words, into concrete words, but I would say it's like music of rain and fog outside during the creative process. And in my opinion, Electronic Death Black Dogs has it, Llyn Llyn has it, Rapture World has it, even a sleep research facility or Rapun have it, at least sometimes, even though if their concepts are quite distant from those 3 other mentioned projects. And Electronic Death Black Dogs on Hinterland makes music of windswept moors, misty meadows. Have you seen, I don't know if you've seen the movie The Banshee of Inisherin. If you did, imagine that Isle of Inisherin, but without people, abandoned on the late autumn evening. And this is the atmosphere here. If you look at the cover, it quite precisely reflects this feeling. The label describes it like this: Hinterland is an audio airbrushed soundscape depicting a bleak, craggy landscape, sparsely inhabited, windswept and boulder-strewn. Ancient fingers of granite scrabble from out of the bowels of the earth, pointing accusingly at the blackened skies above. Dark ambient dreams from out of the Borderlands, but not the video game Borderlands. And to be honest, I don't know what more I could say about this album. You know, I reviewed this dark ambient stuff for over 15 years. I reviewed about 500, 500 albums, give or take. And sometimes I feel like I'm out of witty metaphors, good reflections of the atmosphere. And I don't like to talk about purely technical aspects of music. I mean, don't get me wrong, this album is fucking great. It's my kind of dark ambient, but I can't get rid of the feeling that I've heard this fragment here, this fragment there, on this album or that album. It's completely natural thing if we discuss the dark ambient, but for a reviewer of such music, sometimes it's a quite hard task. If I could pick on something at least, but no, everything is in the right place here. The sound, the mood, the balance, the density, everything is just as it should be. And I'll just leave you with this, with the textbook dark ambient album, bringing nothing new to the genre, but well made in every aspect, and having, at least in my judgment, this British ambience. Okay, just one final question. Can we expect a concept album about electronic death black dogs conquering the world in the future? I hope so. Thanks for watching and see you soon.